The angels are speaking to you now. This silence that has surrounded you isn't just a pause, it's a heavy storm that has lingered far longer than you imagined. It stretches beyond days and weeks, wrapping around you like an endless night that refuses to end. Every single day that ticks by drills into your soul the deep emptiness growing inside your heart. This silence isn't just the absence of words, it's a crushing stillness, a void where warmth, laughter, and connection once lived. Time feels frozen, trapping you with your swirling thoughts and haunting memories, weighed down by every wound and every loss pressing relentlessly against your spirit. But hear this, in the depths of this quiet, your spirit is shifting. This silence is not just empty space, it's a battlefield testing your strength, your patience, and your heart's resilience. It has forced you to stop running, to sit with the raw, hidden feelings you once buried deep, feelings you avoided because they were too painful to face. Now, those truths have surfaced with brutal clarity. What once felt safe and unbreakable has been shattered. What you counted on for steadiness has crumbled beneath your feet. And through all the wreckage, your heart has carried a sorrow as vast and endless as a starless midnight sky. But here's the fierce truth, this silence is shaping you. It is forging a new strength inside you, tempered by pain but unyielding. The storm is fierce, but it will not break you. Your soul is awakening, rising, preparing to step into a new dawn where healing and hope will finally break through the darkness. Keep holding on. Your breakthrough is coming. This time of separation, this growing distance between you and what once was, is far more than empty space. It's been a harsh, painful lesson carved deep into your soul. It has exposed the ruthless damage selfishness can do, how one person taking without truly giving back can fracture what should have been sacred. Your heart has borne this pain in silence, quietly carrying the weight of love poured out and met with cold neglect. You gave everything, your love, your care, your energy, and yet, you were left feeling unseen, overlooked, unloved. That silence didn't soothe, it amplified the hurt, made it raw, undeniable, and lingering. Every single day that passes punches you with the reminder that your kindness, your patience, your steady, unwavering love went unnoticed. You gave so much, time, affection, dreams, hopes, and in return, you were cast aside, made to feel invisible as if your needs, your feelings, your very presence were irrelevant. That kind of pain cuts deep, it digs in and stays, a wound that aches beneath your ribs. Yet, through it all, you carried yourself with quiet dignity, even when your heart was shattering piece by piece. In this silence, in this long stretch of waiting and wondering, your true strength has surfaced. Even with the ache heavy in your chest and memories of being pushed away weighing you down, you pressed forward. You faced each day, each moment, with fierce courage. You felt the crushing loss, the warmth stolen, the comfort of being truly seen and valued ripped away, but still, you stood tall. Your spirit refused to surrender. Your light, though dimmed by sorrow, still flickers with fierce resilience. Your love was no ordinary love. It was rare. It was pure. It was a powerful gift offered freely with open hands and an open heart. And yet, that sacred gift was met with disrespect, neglect, and carelessness. Your kindness, your gentle spirit, your nurturing soul, all these precious parts of you, were taken for granted. The one who received them failed to recognize their worth. They failed to recognize your worth. Now, in the haunting quiet left behind, that truth blazes like a beacon you cannot ignore. You were not just kind, you were extraordinary. Your love was steady, patient, and pure. Your presence radiated warmth and safety. You gave fully, without reservation, offering a treasure many spend lifetimes searching for and never find. And yet, you were made to feel as if that love was not enough. You were made to feel small, insecure, unworthy, when the truth is you were everything. You were more than enough. You were everything. The sting of this realization cuts deep. To know that your loyalty, your devotion, your heart poured out was met with selfishness, pride, and indifference, it's a pain words can barely capture. You gave so much, yet you were left carrying the heavy burden of a bond that should have lifted you higher but instead dragged you down. The silence that followed tightened that weight, making it almost unbearable. Still, despite it all, your heart remains tender. You remember the taste of love, the hope you held onto, the belief in what could have been. You remember the warmth you shared, the comfort you gave, the joy you offered, and that speaks volumes about your spirit's strength. Even with wounds so raw, you refused bitterness. Even through the darkest pain, you held onto the gentle, caring nature that makes you so rare, so valuable. Now it's clear, your kind of love is a rare light in a cold, indifferent, and harsh world. Your kindness, your compassion, your generosity are sparks in the dark. You are the person who brings warmth to frozen hearts, who offers shelter in raging storms. What was lost, what slipped away because of pride, selfishness, and blindness to your worth, it cannot be erased. The memory of your love, freely given and unfairly ignored, hums like a quiet song beneath the noise of life. And though you try to move forward, to heal, to find peace, that song lingers, reminding you of all you gave and all that was never returned. Some days will feel hollow. Silence may stretch endlessly. The spaces where laughter and conversation once lived might feel empty and cold. But inside you burns a strength no silence can snuff out. The kindness, the generosity, the fierce capacity to love that you offered so freely still lives in your heart. That light no one can steal. That light is your power. Your unbreakable gift to this world. Hold tight to this truth. Your love was not wasted. Your heart was not too much, it was exactly enough. And as you step into the healing ahead, remember, your strength, your grace, and your light are guiding you toward a future where your worth is seen. Your love is treasured, and your soul is free to shine brighter than ever before. In those quiet, heavy moments, when memories flood back and the ache in your chest sharpens, remember this truth loud and clear: you did not fail. You were not blind to love. You did not let pride destroy what was beautiful. No, you are the warrior who gave fiercely, who cared deeply, who loved with every fiber of your being. You stood steady, even when the ground beneath you shook, even when doubt tried to root itself in your heart. That resilience, that unwavering strength, it makes you remarkable. It makes you worthy of deep respect and admiration. Yes, regret may sneak in. It will whisper, tempting you to replay every moment, wondering if you could have done more, said more, fought harder. But hear this. You did more than enough. You gave your whole self. Your love was abundant, your heart wide open, your care relentless. None of it was wasted. None of it was in vain. Every tear, every hope, every act of love is a testament to the beautiful soul that you are. This pain, this emptiness that sometimes surrounds you, it's not your reflection. It's a reflection of what happens when something precious is left unrecognized, unvalued, and ignored. You offered a rare and beautiful love, a treasure many spend a lifetime searching for. Just because it wasn't seen for what it was doesn't make it any less valuable. And it certainly does not make you any less valuable. You remain the same incredible person who loved with a depth that moves mountains and gave with a generosity that defies measure. Hold on to that truth fiercely. The silence will break, the weight you carry will lighten. When that moment comes, you will see your strength was your anchor through every storm. You will see your kindness, your compassion, your radiant light were never lost. They were quietly guiding you, healing you, lifting you higher. And when you look back, you will know, beyond any shadow of doubt, that you loved fully, bravely, and that is a victory worth celebrating. Let this quiet season be your healing ground. Let the stillness nurture your soul, reflect on your journey, and ignite your growth. Move forward carrying the truth of who you are, beautiful, strong, kind, and unbreakable. No silence, no distance, no regret can steal these sacred parts of you. But there is more to face. You may not have realized at first how your fierce need to control, to lead, to always have the upper hand quietly fractured the connection you long to build. This wasn't a small flaw or a harmless quirk, it became a barrier that made your person feel unsafe, undervalued, unequal. That need to dominate instead of collaborate eroded the foundation of trust and closeness. Now, as you reflect, that truth settles heavy in your chest. Deep shame, aching regret that steals your breath and leaves you raw and exposed. You want desperately to rewind time and do things differently. But all that remains is the painful clarity of what went wrong. In this sorrow, another truth rises, a light piercing through the darkness. Your person's patience was profound, deeper than you ever truly saw. Their love was steady, generous, even when you struggled with your own fears and insecurities. Even when your actions made the path harder, they stood by your side. Their loyalty never wavered. Their kindness, their quiet strength, their unwavering support, they gave these gifts freely, even when you were blind to them. And now that you see it, the guilt intensifies. Because while they offered their love with an open heart, you let fear and pride poison what could have been so beautiful. They gave and gave. You held tight to control and insecurity, and in doing so, poisoned the very love you longed to protect. Your heart aches with a deep, burning desire to make things right. You stand at a crossroads, ready to heal the wounds and rebuild the bond. You crave nothing more than to reclaim what was lost, to restore the closeness that slipped through your fingers. Inside, there's a hunger to show, not with empty promises or sweet words, but through real, consistent actions that prove you have changed. That the time apart has taught you brutal lessons, reshaped you into someone humbler, more aware, and undeniably worthy of love. This is your moment. The moment to rise from the ashes of pain and regret. To stand taller and love smarter. To be the partner who listens deeply, supports fully, and walks side by side with respect and equality. Your journey isn't over, it's just beginning. And now, with every step forward, you carry the fierce hope that your person will see this change. That they will open their heart again and give this love one more chance. You have been forged by fire and tempered by grace. You are stronger than your past mistakes, braver than your regrets, and more deserving of love than you've ever believed. Hold fast to this truth. You are not alone. Healing is coming, and so is the love you were always meant to have. You want them to see it, that you're not who you were. That you've changed, that you've grown. That the parts of you that once harmed the very love you cherished have been stripped away, one painful layer at a time. You're no longer trying to lead from a place of pride. You're learning to lead with humility. You want them to know you're ready now, to love in a way that lifts, not weighs down. To protect, not control. To build with them, not above them. They always deserved that. They always deserved a partner who listens deeply, not defensively. Someone who stands beside them, not in front of them. A heart that holds space for their voice, their needs, their dreams. And that's who you're fighting to become. Not through grand declarations, but through quiet, deliberate, daily action. You want to show, step by step, that they can trust you now. That you can be steady. That their peace is just as important as your own. And though the hope inside you may feel fragile, flickering in the dark like a single candle, it's still alive. That maybe, just maybe, they'll see the change. That they'll recognize your growth. That their heart will soften. That forgiveness will come. That what was broken might still be rebuilt. Not as it was, but stronger, purer, with foundations rooted in real love, not fear. You didn't arrive here easily. This transformation wasn't handed to you, it was wrestled for. Because from the very beginning, life taught you a brutal lie, that you had to earn love by becoming who others wanted. Just being you never felt like enough. So you shaped yourself to fit the mold. Smiled when you wanted to scream. Agreed when you wanted to speak up. Dressed it up, hid the pain, and played the role. And every interaction became a test you could fail. Every relationship felt like glass, fragile, one misstep from shattering. So you stopped depending on others. You stopped believing in connection. You told yourself you could only trust yourself. And slowly, unknowingly, you lost sight of who you truly were. You poured all your energy into performing, pleasing, adjusting. You tried to be enough in the eyes of a world that never offered you true belonging. And the more you performed, the emptier you felt. That weight, the constant pressure to keep up, to be liked, to be chosen, it never lifted. So you looked for relief. At first, it was innocent. A little distraction, a temporary high, a false calm. But those small comforts grew teeth. They wrapped themselves around you. Habits turned into chains. Escape became addiction. And the very things you reached for to feel safe began slowly draining your strength. You knew they weren't good. You knew they dulled your fire. But you were tired. And in your exhaustion, you chose what felt easy over what healed. Those chains became a part of you. A shadow you carried silently. Then, they walked in. Your person, real, uncomplicated, calm in a way that felt unfamiliar but right. They didn't ask for a performance. They didn't demand perfection. They just wanted you, the real you. Being near them felt like standing in sunlight after years underground. Their energy soothed your chaos. Their honesty disarmed your walls. Their peace became a quiet invitation. You don't have to run anymore. You don't have to hide. They weren't chasing after image or status. They were rooted, whole, present. While the world judged, they embraced. While others rushed, they listened. You didn't need to impress them, you just needed to show up. And yet, in your brokenness, you didn't know how to hold that kind of love. And still, they stayed. Gentle, loyal, honest, everything your past told you you'd never deserve. They became your mirror, and in that reflection, you saw who you could become, not who you had to pretend to be. That's the truth you're walking in now. This change is real, this growth is earned, and the love you're hoping to rebuild, it's not for show. It's not about erasing the past. It's about rising from it. It's about becoming the partner who gives what they never had. Unconditional love, mutual respect, safe presence. You're not asking to be accepted without change. You're changing. You're not hoping for forgiveness without effort. You're putting in the effort. And if your person ever sees you again, really sees you, you want them to recognize not the one who hurt them, but the one who healed to be worthy of them. If this message reached a part of you that still believes in restoration, in real love, in becoming the version of yourself that love doesn't have to recover from, then help this light reach someone else. Like this video, share it with someone who's healing too, and subscribe so you never miss another message. And if you want to support this journey, bless this space with a super thanks. Even $10 or $20 keeps this message of hope alive for someone else who's still learning how to love.